Happy hump day, everybody. You are halfway to the weekend, and thanks for joining us here for Wake Up Charlotte to Go. I'm Ben Thompson. Larry Sprinkle standing by with a look at your forecast, and this nice streak of weather continues, Larry.
It does. I mean, it's just to enjoy it because, you know, we get through this time of the year. We get all kinds of fluctuations in the weather, the cold, the warm, the stormy, and what a great view from our Mr. Sparky camera that we're Lake Norman, looking good. Kind of quiet out there, but a beautiful view. Great place to be. High pressure. That is good news. High pressure means high and dry. No storms. Means that flow from the southwest, but it does mean the pollen count's pretty high as we check your weather headlines. Sunny skies in the 70s today. Warmer tomorrow and Friday, and then rain chance early next week. It was bound to happen. Temperatures today 75 for the high at Rockingham, around 73 Chester in South Carolina, low to mid 60s in the mountains, right around 72, 73 degrees here in the Queen Cities. We check your 7-day forecast. Nice and mild tomorrow, and again on Friday. Even Saturday should be okay. A little more cloudiness around. Cooling down over the weekend into the low 60s on Sunday. Rain chance Monday, and especially Tuesday of next weekend. That's your forecast this morning, Ben.
Larry, thanks. Turning to our top stories of the day right now. Big changes for CMS students and parents. Kids in every grade level will soon spend more time in the classroom.
CMS district leaders have approved a plan that would send students back to more in-class training. High school and middle schoolers will be in class 2 days a week for in-person learning, and elementary school students 4 days a week for in-person learning. High schoolers and middle schools will start next Monday. Elementary school students will start this new plan on March the 22nd.
Good morning, I'm Billie Jean Shaw. Mecklenburg County is expanding its partnership with StarMed Healthcare to provide first doses of the COVID vaccine at the Bojangles Coliseum. People in Group 1 and Group 3 working in Mecklenburg County and Group 2 county residents 65 years and older can now make a first dose appointment by logging on to starmed.care or by calling the county's COVID-19 hotline at 980-314-9400. Additional first dose appointments are now available through the county starting today, March 10th, all the way through the 31st.
North Carolina could enter the next phase of the vaccine rollout earlier than expected. Right now, vaccine appointments are supposed to be open to Group 4 by March 24th, but folks at the state health department say they're hoping to move that date up. Group 4 includes people with pre-existing conditions as well as other essential workers not currently eligible.
I'm Tracy Potts. President Biden meeting today with two big drug makers, Merck and Johnson & Johnson. They're teaming up to produce more of that one-dose vaccine. And he is about to be handed a big legislative victory, the $1.9 trillion stimulus, the coronavirus relief bill, up for a final vote today. The White House says the president will sign off and checks will be rolling $1,400 per person to low and moderate families before the end of the month. Republicans argue it's way too expensive and will plunge the country unnecessarily into more debt.
Thanks so much, Tracy. And on that note, here's some more information about that next round of stimulus. As you may have remembered, this was one of President Biden's biggest campaign pushes, now likely coming to fruition as long as it passes the House today. So let me break down who's going to see this next round of checks very soon in their bank accounts. People who filed taxes in 2019 and 2020 and made under an average of $75,000 will get the full amount, $1,400. Then couples who made under $150,000 combined will also qualify. As long as you made under $80,000 as a single filer or under $160,000 as a couple, you will see some of that money still. The bill also continues with extra unemployment benefits at $300 a week. And the Carolinas will get $500 million each to help them stay on their feet. Now, all that money, as you heard Tracy mention, could be hitting bank accounts by the end of the month or before the end of the month. So really quickly, as long as the bill passes the House today, we'll be watching it closely and continue to keep you guys updated.
Rachel, thanks. Time now to connect the dots. When we make the news make sense, millions across the Carolinas getting their COVID-19 vaccine. We know side effects are normal, but now researchers are noticing women are getting more side effects than men. Turns out that's not all that surprising, and it comes down to hormones, genetics, and dosing.
Women are experiencing more side effects from the COVID-19 vaccine than men. But why? Let's connect the dots. Ladies, blame biology. The female immune system is just different. A lot of genes related to it are on the X chromosome, Women have 2 copies of that, while men have 1. It helps boost their immune system's response. Studies show women can produce twice as many antibodies as men. That response is what gives side effects. Hormones also play a big role. Estrogen, which women produce more of, also helps cells make more antibodies. On the flip side, testosterone, which men have more of, can actually suppress the body's immune system. And the vaccine dose itself is key. Women may actually need less than they're getting. It's absorbed and metabolized differently in men than women. If some folks are getting more than their body needs, it could cause more side effects. And that is Connecting the Dots.
By the way, worth noting that COVID-19 vaccine trials did include women, but researchers didn't have time to study the different impacts it had on men versus women before getting the vaccine approved. Make sure you join us every single weekday morning starting at 4:30 a.m. on Wake Up Charlotte.